Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, my friend.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine. You are live in YouTube. What do you like to say to us?
I called you half a year ago. I don't know if you could remember me, so
I'm not
this is
sure.
actually the second time. Yeah,
Right.
it's not a problem. There are many call call you. So
All right. So what you want to say
all
to us
right.
today? Did
Um,
you did you leave Islam when you called me last time?
no, I
No.
didn't actually,
Oh,
but
okay.
yeah,
All right. So what do you want to
I've,
say?
I've still questions. Can you also show from Shia tafsir uh, from those verses that you showed today about I can't remember well, like what did you show today about that you can't eat that you
This
can eat
it
at
is
your
it is the same. It is the same. If
mother's
you
houses?
Yeah, if you go to the Shia tafsir, it's the same. Here we go. Let us go to the Shia tafsir. No problem.
Can I give you one tafsir that I have heard about? One
There is
Shia
tons.
tafsir?
No problem. I mean, the Shia tafsir is the same. We go to the Shia, all right, and there's tons of them. Which one you want me to go for?
This one called Al-Burhan في تفسير القرآن.
Al-Burhan. Let me see if they have it
في
here.
في تفسير القرآن.
Al-Burhan. Well, this website have only Al-Tabrasi, Al-Qummi, Al-Tusi, Al-Tabata'i, Al-Safi,
Al-Qummi, all right. Al-Qummi is also good,
Al-Qummi.
but Al-Burhan في تفسير القرآن is actually the most comprehensive. So
Well, this
the
website
Shia
does not have. Actually, here we go. I found it. Okay, I found it. Hold on.
Al-Burhan في
Yes,
تفسير
Al-Burhan.
القرآن. All
Yes,
right.
I found Al-Burhan. All right. Okay, it's the same. If you think it's going to be different, it's not really. It's the same. Okay, but we have it in Arabic. I think you speak Arabic, don't you?
Well, it's my mother tongue, but I find it difficult
It's
to
okay. I will
understand. I
help you.
mean, I
Anyway, you
can
can see my
talk, no?
screen. If you see the screen, you can understand or no. Anyway, here we go. It's in front of
Wait,
me.
wait.
ليس على الأعمى حرج وليس على الأعرج حرج ولا على المريض حرج وعلى etc. It says from رواية ابن أبي الجارود عن جعفر blah, 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 blah. It says he is repeating the same, and then
Yes.
he says that the people of Medina before they became Muslims, they don't associate much with the blind and the lame and the sick, and they don't eat with them. This is what the Shia they are saying. But Muhammad, he did the same. Do you know the chapter is called Abasa?
Yes, they say in Shia that Abasa wa Tawalla is about Uthman ibn Affan, but Sunni
No,
say it's about
no,
Muhammad. So
no.
that's
Why the Quran?
different.
Why the Quran will come about Uthman? is
I
Uthman
have no idea,
is Uthman
but
is Uthman is
that's
a prophet? Who is Uthman anyway? Come on, Allah Himself will send a verse about Uthman. So if everybody he makes something, Allah he sent a verse about him. So no. So but then the verses they are talking about, it says you cannot eat in your house of your father, the house of etc. And the verse here actually, when the Shia try to explain it, is showing us, with my respect to you as a Shia, it's a stupid explanation. Let me tell you why. The verse saying it is not a problem for the blind to eat at his home, correct? Is that correct?
I can't see the screen.
Well,
Wait,
you can go to the
if,
English translation, you can read it on your own. So in chapter 24, here we go.
what is this tafsir now? I just
We will read both.
wanted to see the
We will read
tafsir
both.
also.
But you will see that
From
the Shia interpretation is silly. It's not even smart because it have nothing to do with that topic. That's why I find the Shia interpretation is kind of fantasy. It says there is no restriction on the blind, nor any restriction on the lame, nor any restriction on the sick, nor yourself if you eat at your houses. Correct?
I'm not seeing the screen right now. I'm just listening
Okay.
to you.
Anyway, this
Actually,
is what the verse saying. So now, okay. So why Allah he needed to say the blind he can eat at home? I mean, what the blind we used to eat anyway? As long he have a home, it's mean he have a home. So if he cannot
yes.
eat in his home, why where he eat? So let us say somebody he don't like to eat with the blind, but he is talking about eating in your home.
Yes.
Okay. So what is the wisdom here? The sick, he will be sick. Where the sick will be? He will be running in the street. He will be sick. He will be home. And then,
Actually, I've never heard of this verse before. So yeah, or about this passage. So
yeah,
that's
it is
the
silly.
reason that I
So
became
that,
curious what it
yeah,
says.
the interpretation in the Shia website have nothing to do with the verse itself. You know,
What does it say then? Like, what does the interpretation say?
because it's talking about if they should eat with the blind or not. But this is not what the verse is saying. The verse saying that if you are blind, you can eat at home. This is how the verses start, correct?
Ah,
Okay.
okay, yes. Well,
So was the blind eating outside before? I mean, in the time of Muhammad, there was a Starbucks. They go and eat there. Where they eat? You know,
okay.
and then eating in your mother house and your father house and etc. I mean, what is that? So the Shia and always I notice about the Shia when they come with interpretation, the Shia they have ظاهر وباطن. You know what does that mean, right?
Yes, I understand that. Yes, I know.
The outside and the inside. The
Mm,
Shia they take the inside, right?
mm,
Here suddenly they want to take the outside. So they are moody. When they want, they take the outside. When they want, they take the inside. This is why we cannot trust the Shia explanation for anything, because they play games with the meaning. When they want, they make it about something else. It's not mentioned, and when they want, they make it about what is mentioned exactly. However, here the explanation is silly, and it does not give us any answer. And it's the verse itself is silly anyway. You know.
yeah. I thought that maybe that it was a joke that you was reading that, but then I noticed that it was real, like that is written in the Quran. So
What is your education about your belief as a Shia? Like, did you read? Did you study anything or?
well, I know much. I have much information about the Shia, but I didn't acquire it from reading, but from listening and from my family surroundings. From gatherings. Like,
Have you ever heard of
yeah,
about an angel? His name is Futros.
yes, that's the story, right?
Do you like
About
do you like
Imam Al Hussein.
yeah? Do you like to tell the people about Futros? The story about Futros. Do you like to tell it? As long you know it. Who is Futros?
I forgot actually. It was about an angel that God punished him, and
Yeah, he disobeyed Allah.
what
His
they
name is
call.
Futros, and then he asked Allah. Allah said to him, either I punish you now or in the judgment day. Correct?
Yes.
And then Futros he said, no, punish me now. So Allah broke his wings and he put him in Hulunulu, in one of the islands in the middle of nowhere. And then one day Futros he was in his island, which is the Allah he isolated him in, like it's like a jail. And then he heard a noise in the sky and he saw a very huge number of angels. And Futros he screamed, he says, who is this? What's happening? Jibril answered, he said, I am Jibril. He said, what's happening? He said, today a great thing happened. The prophet, he have a grandson. His name is Al Hussein. And then Futros, he said to Jibril, can you ask Allah, please burden, so I can go and visit the grandson of the prophet and I can wave my wings over him. I mean, the Shia, they have a huge section of fantasy, and as an example, the Shia, they believe, and you are a Shia, that they believe that Muhammad and his family, they are made of nur, right? made of light.
Right. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So when Fatima, she married from Ali, what the Shia they say?
What do you mean? Like,
Because they say they
what's
are
your question?
nur, they are light. So Ali is light, Fatima is
Mhm.
light, right? They are made from light. Muhammad is light, Ali is light, Hassan is light. So when Ali he married from Fatima, what happened?
He just married her, like.
No, they
Yeah.
they say that the light married from the light.
Hmm.
تزوج النور من النور. And this is why they say the Shia that Muhammad and his family they are light, because the Quran says in chapter 33 verse number 46 that Muhammad is a siraj, was siraj and
Lamp.
munira, right?
A lamp. Okay.
Yeah, so they claim that the Quran says that Muhammad is light, and this is the Quran confirmed that Allah himself is light. Correct?
Mhm.
So
Okay, but
Muhammad, and here we notice a second ago I told you that the Shia, the funny about them, when they want they take the inside meaning, when they want they take the outside meaning, correct? Here they took the outside meaning. They say, here we go, Muhammad is described in the Quran as a lamp spreading light, and Allah is light. And from that they say that Muhammad and his family, Ali, and I don't know why Ali became light too, because yes, Ali is the cousin. But if this is the case, it means all the cousin of Muhammad must be light too, correct? Why only Ali?
yeah, it's yeah, they say the 14 infallibles, like Muhammad,
the three musketeers.
Fatima, and the 12 imams, like Ali,
Yeah, but you know,
Hassan,
no, you
Hussein,
see,
and
no, but you see here
some.
you see the hypocrisy here. Ali is a cousin of Muhammad, correct?
Mhm.
Okay, but Muhammad he had many cousins. So why only from Muhammad and Ali and down we go with their childrens after that? And why we don't count the cousin of Muhammad, the other cousins? You understand me?
Yes.
Why only Ali? From all the cousins he is light.
I don't know, actually.
Yeah.
They say, yeah, like God created them first before everything. Like,
Yeah, they were
that's the belief, basically.
they were stars in the forehead of Allah. They were stars made of light in the
Where is
forehead.
that?
Ali and Hassan al-Hussein and Fatima and Muhammad, they were stars in the forehead of Allah.
Okay, but is that a hadith or?
Yeah. You know, so you know, there's tons of hadith about this. They say.
But I
they say
wanted to know about.
Ahlul Bayt makhluqat nuraniya, which mean they are from light, but they appear in a human shape. You understand? So they have an appearance of a human being, but in fact they are not. They are made of light. Don't tell me you never heard this before.
No, I know this. It's like I have many times heard this, but I'm not sure what is meant by light. Like, I don't know if nur is like the same meaning as light, what we mean now.
Yeah,
Like,
light. Allah himself.
I don't know if that's.
Yeah, Allah
I don't know
himself
what
is light. Allah
meaning
himself is light, and He is the source of all light, supposedly. And Ali and Muhammad and his family. And by the way, Fatima is not the daughter of Muhammad anyway. Since when Fatima became his daughter? What is the proof? There's no proof. Muhammad, he cannot have kids. Fatima is the daughter of Khadija, but she was the youngest of the children of Khadija. So she was called Muhammad because she is the youngest father. You know what I mean? Muhammad, he married Khadija. She have many husbands before him. She have children who they are in the age of Muhammad almost. So this is why we don't notice Muslims talking about the children and the male children of Khadija. They always mention female children. And the one they mention, especially the Shia, Fatima, why they claim that Fatima is the only one which Muhammad he have from Khadija. But Muhammad is a man, he cannot have children, and this is proven he have all the wives after, he never been able to have any child from anyone. And Khadija, she was a lot older than Muhammad, so how Khadija she can give a baby?
Khadija was 40 when he married her. He was
more than
25. Right?
According to them, more than 45. What 40? And she
Oh,
have two
40,
husbands. And same time, it's not the fault of Khadija, because already Khadija, obviously, she have kids. But Khadija, she was old, and Muhammad, he cannot have kids. Muhammad, he married women after women after women after women, and then one day Mary the Copt, she got pregnant, and the Muhammad, he thought this is from her because he was sleeping with her, but the fact it was not. Even Aisha, she told him, he don't even look like you. So Muhammad, he cannot. Even the Quran says that people, they used to him, that they used to say to him, you are the abtar. You know what abtar, right?
Maqtu' means like cut.
You are cut. You are cut off. They are making fun of his private part. You cannot have babies, you know. So you are not man enough. Why? Because you cannot have children, you know.
The abtar, I looked it up. Has different meanings. Like abtar means maqtu' al-dhanab, like without a tail.
Yeah, it's about penis, but a man, he don't have a tail, do he?
But another meaning is like بقي زواجهم أبتر, like their marriage was without any kids.
Yeah, you can use this word in many ways, but here obviously talking about him, he cannot have babies. It's obvious. So this is about
Lisan al-Arab. I saw that Abtar also could mean like someone doesn't have male children, like
no problem,
only females, and then
this is
his surname will like it's actually stupid maybe, but so maybe
but look at this
I
verse.
don't know.
Regardless of the meaning, it's about him not having children. Look at the verse. Allah, he answered Muhammad, he says, the guy is saying to Muhammad, you are abtar, and Allah, he says to him, we give you a fountain. What does this have to do with this? What do you think? Like there's a guy, this is a chapter 108, Al-Kawthar.
Yes.
A guy, he says to you, you are abtar, and then you answer him, says, I have a fountain. What is this?
A river, or Fatima, the daughter of Muhammad. Yeah, that's in the tafsir.
Al-Kawthar, yeah, the Shia. See here we go. The Shia, now they give it. Al-Kawthar suddenly became Fatima. Why didn't say Fatima? So Al-Kawthar, supposedly, according to the Muslim Sunni interpretation, it's a river in the heaven, and this river, its water is whiter than milk, and it's sweet. All right, and I believe that Al-Kawthar is a river of sperm, because what the connection between this and this? Think about it. The guy accusing Muhammad that he is not man enough to have babies, correct? He's trying to insult him.
I'm not 100% sure, because abtar seems ambiguous, and I don't know, like
okay, I will go with you. You said
cut off his,
you said he don't have
private part, but
okay,
can you, like, is there a dictionary or a tafsir or any use for that?
السيف البتار. What is السيف البتار?
The cutting sword,
sharp, the one who cut anything. Okay, so this is abtar. It's a past tense, so it's cut off, as simple as that. All right, so abtar is about cut off. The guy is making fun of him. He's saying to him, you don't have a penis. As simple as that.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, like in the street today, if somebody is rude, he said to a person, you are not man enough, you cannot have sex. All right, and actually there is a reason for that. I don't know if you know the hadith where Muhammad, he says, I was the most weak person between all mankind in sex, and then I invoke Allah, and he sent me a dish of al-kufayt, which is kebab, and I ate it, and I get the power of 40 men. You know the hadith?
Which book is that?
We can find it in many books. This is all over, you know. So he invoked, and even Fatima, she ate, even Fatima, she ate from that. I don't know what happened to her after she ate that kafta. So let me find some reference for you.
Al-Kafi or Bihar al-Anwar?
Let me see if I can find it in the Shia. But for sure we can find it in a Tabaqat al-Kubra.
But have you studied the Shia books?
Sure, we study everything.
All of them?
When you study Islamic law, you study all. You don't study only one. ذكر ما أعطي رسول الله من القوة على الجماع, mentioning the power the Prophet was given into sexual intercourse. It says here, the Prophet said صلى الله عليه وسلم كنت من أقل الناس في الجماع حتى أنزل الله علي الكفيت فما أريده من ساعة إلا وجدته وهو قدر فيها لحم أخبرنا محمد etc etc etc. And here he says, and I will translate for you guys, you give me a minute. لقيني جبريل بقدر فأكلت منها وأعطيت الكفيت قوة 40 رجل في الجماع. Translation: Muhammad saying, I was the most weak person between all mankind in sex, and then I invoke Allah, and Allah he sent me a dish of al-kufayt, like shish kebab, kufta, and I ate it and I get the power of 40 men. Allah he sent it to me with Jibreel. Every time, every hour I needed, Allah he sent it to me. Okay, and after he ate it, he got the power of 40 men. And here they are saying that Muhammad he used to have sex with 9 wives in one night.
Okay, this is.
And here,
which book?
What's your name, by the way?
You can call me Hassan.
Hassan, no problem. So Hassan, here you can tell why somebody want to exaggerate about his sexual power unless he's trying to cover up something. You know what I mean? Why you are telling people, why Muhammad is saying, I was the most weak person between mankind in sex. So obviously he has a problem, correct? But yet he claimed that after he prayed to Allah, Allah he sent him this dish of kebab and he ate it, and since he ate it he got the power of 40 men. But his wife Aisha, as usual, she got him busted. Aisha, she says that the Prophet he used to imagine himself having sex, but in fact he was not, because Muhammad, when he start exaggerating about his sexual power, women they talk, and the women they ask Muhammad, wives, how was it yesterday? We heard that he did boing boing to all of you in one night. Look what Aisha she was saying to them. The Prophet continued for such and such a period, imagining that he had sexual intercourse with his wives, but in fact he did not. Do you see it?
Yeah, but this is Bukhari, and
yeah, but it doesn't matter. We have to connect. You see, for me, I don't care if it's Bukhari, Sahih Shia or Sahih Muslim Sunni. It doesn't matter. All is garbage for me, with my respect to you. But at the end of the day, there's no smoke without fire, as they say. Correct? Is that correct? Why Aisha she's saying that there's no smoke if there's no fire? Correct? So this smoke is coming from where? Why Aisha is saying such a thing? Aisha she is confirming here for us that Muhammad he have a sexual problem. He imagined himself having sex. So she is saying that the reason he was bewitched, a black magic, but we know that the black magic is not exist. So what was the real reason? Obviously Muhammad he go outside in the street and he claimed that he is a hero. Yesterday he have sex with all of them, and then when the women they speak to the women, they say he did not even touch us yesterday. What are you talking about? So now how they can cover the lies of the Prophet? They claim that he was under black magic to the point he think or he thought he's having sex, but in fact he did not. And as long we are talking about sex, you know that your Shia, your people, they believe if you wear black shoes that will affect your sexual private part. You know that, right?
I have heard that previously. Yeah, so it's
Yeah. Do you believe in it?
like
I'm not trying to make fun of you. I'm just trying to explore.
like I really I don't know. It's so confusing. So many like even between I have to admit even between Sunni and Shia, I think like why do we Shia hate Aisha so much if she was the wife of the Prophet and then she suddenly became like
Because
evil
she made the war against
and
Ali, obviously, Shia, they worship Ali. There's no question about that. Shia is an Islamic religion born of Islam, but they change. Well, the Sunni, they worship Muhammad. They claim he's a prophet, but the fact they worship him. The Shia, they worship Ali and his family. Yeah.
yeah, okay, but
Now,
let
according
me
to you
think.
as a Shia, which book you consider is the most accurate? Is that Al-Kafi?
Al-Kafi, yes.
Okay. Well, Al-Kafi is full of madness too. I mean, Al-Kafi. So, do you believe Al-Kafi is accurate for you? Do you follow it, or you just say?
I haven't read it because I don't know. I find it difficult to read Arabic books. I can read, but
Yeah. As an example, in the book of
Mm.
Al-Kafi, Muhammad, he sucked the nipples of his uncle, and he gave him milk. Is that a true story?
I've never heard of it before.
Okay. Do you think really this is a true story, or this is fictions of the Shia?
If I think it's fiction from Shia, mm,
Yeah. Same time, like same for Al-Hassan. Al-Hassan, he used to suck. He used to feed from the finger of the Prophet. Let me try to find the hadith. Hold on. Al-Hassan, sorry, Al-Hussein, not Al-Hassan. He used to suck the finger of Muhammad for 2 days or 3 days non-stop, which means he feed from the finger of Muhammad.
okay, 1 second. Like you are showing it on the screen,
I'm just
or
looking
not?
for the height. I just remember it, so I don't know the exact number. But as I know that this is mostly in value number 1 of Al-Kafi, page 400 something. I don't remember exactly, but I will find it. Hold on. I'm just trying to find an official website.
All right, yeah. If you go on Google, you can find it easily. I think Al-Kafi, Bihar al-Anwar.
Yeah,
In Arabic.
there's many actually, but I want to find a Shia website, not just a website. Okay, let us see here. Because when you search for a hadith, and I remember hadith very well, always you find it in the Sunni, not. Anyway, it's al-Baq. I found the reference. It's Al-Kafi, very number 1, page number 386. Kitab al-Hujja. Kitab al-Hujja. So Al-Hussein, it says الحسين لم يرضع الحسين من فاطمة عليها السلام ولا من أنثى. Al-Hussein, he did not suckle from any female, neither from Fatima, but he used to be brought to the Prophet, and the Prophet, he put his finger in his mouth and he sucked it with what is enough for 2 days or 3 days. So Al-Hussein,
Really?
Al-Hussein, yeah, Al-Hussein, he never suckled from his mother. He never suckled from any female. He suckled only from the Prophet finger, and each time he suckled from the finger of the Prophet, he suckled for he get what is enough for 2 days or 3 days.
what is meant like suck? Like,
He
I don't
suckle
know.
his he sucked his finger. The
Finger.
Prophet, he put his finger in his mouth, and then Al Hussein he suckled it, and then that will be enough supposedly for 2 or 3 days as food. All right. Yeah. Actually, I think I found it.
I can.
You can search it anyway. You can search it.
For it afterwards. I can look it up.
Yeah. Anyway, there's the Shia. They are not better than the Sunni. So, like, let me ask you, Hassan. So, what do you think now? Like, I mean, I don't know. Are you still a Muslim or what are you?
I find it really confusing. I have to be honest with you. It's yeah.
So,
But I don't know. There's actually not one single religion of which I'm really convinced.
Let us
Like,
focus
okay,
right now.
are-
Let us focus now on what you have as a Shia. So, you want to stay as a Muslim Shia, or you decide to leave?
Yeah, these things that you show, okay, they are true. Like, I can't deny them, and okay, they are strange. But at the same time, there are other things. I don't know that keeps me to the belief, maybe, or
Like what?
yeah, we are brought up with love for Al Hussein,
And this is,
especially him.
it's people you do not know them, and and you grow up. If you repeat, "I love somebody," you believe a lie. But who was Al Hassan Al Hussein, and why Al Hassan Al Hussein they became a center of a religion? I mean, who are they? Like, do you know
Al
way?
Hussein, like they say, he's the mercy of
Come on.
Allah, and
Yeah, right. You see, there is
they go
tons.
to Karbala,
All the hadith about Al Hassan Al Hussein, I guarantee you, they are fabrication. Ali, he appeared in many places in the same time. Stories of Ali doing miracles. Ali, he can shake the doors of the whatever. I mean, Ali, he can do things nobody can do. Hassan, Hussein, the heaven dancing for Allah, Al Hussein. Come on, this is just nothing but a pagan practice. What happened when Islam came to, especially to Iraq, specifically to Iraq. In Iraq, there was Yazidi, there was a Christians, there was Persian, and the Muslim, they came with Ali, correct? Ali and his family, they came to Iraq.
In Iraq, yes, they came in Iraq. Yes.
So this is why here we find that they made a replacement of their previous cult, like the Yazidi, etc., and they needed something spiritual, so they changed God by a new God. Okay, we got rid of the previous God, now we have new God. So Ali became God, his children became, and they fabricate tons of stories about those children, who they are incredible, who they are like impossible, like Al-Mahdi as an example. Who's Al-Mahdi? Can you tell to the people here what is Al-Mahdi? The Shia, they talk about Al-Mahdi too much.
Al-Mahdi in Shia, in Shia, they believe like it's the 12th Imam. He's infallible, Masoom. He has knowledge about everything. Actually, the same knowledge as Muhammad, like it's the same, and he lives on the earth, but you can't see him. Like that's the Shia belief. But the Sunnis believe that he has to be born. What they say?
In the Sardab. He lived in the Sardab.
No, that's actually a misconception, like a misconception.
No,
he lives freely on the earth, but they say we can't see him, but he can see us. He can hear us, but we do. Yeah.
Okay, let us make it simple. The idea of Al-Mahdi is nothing but fiction. First of all, they don't even know who is he. They give you different names. As an example, what is the name of Al-Mahdi mother?
Nargis, right?
Some people they say her name is Maryam. Some they say Nargis. How he was born?
Let me recall. It was a miracle.
From the
as I
side
can
of her
remember.
leg, correct? From the side of her leg.
I don't know that.
Yeah, from the side of her leg. You know, there's no way Al-Mahdi is going to be born of a vagina. Hello. So you see, all those stories is nothing but fabrication. So the guy, he might be exist as a person, but then obviously the caliphate at that time, he kidnapped him, he killed him, because many people they follow him, and he disappeared. And then the Shia, they start saying Al-Mahdi, he took the book with him, he will come back, he can see us, we cannot see him. But it's an idea which is a silly idea. Why Al-Mahdi is still alive and he's not a human? Is he a human?
Well, according to the Shia belief, he's a member of the Ahl al-Bayt, so that makes him not human.
Yeah, so he's made of light.
In his...
Yeah, but why? So why Ali is dead? Who is more important, Al-Mahdi or Ali? Why Al-Mahdi is the one who disappear and he went in the Sardab, and you say that he is alive, he's in the earth, but we cannot see him. And not only that, he have the book with him. Is that correct?
All
okay.
books.
Okay, what
Injil, also the Torah. They
yeah,
say.
why he have the books
Quran,
with him? Actually, we are the one who need the book. Why he have it with him? Why he took the book?
I don't know.
I mean, come on, leave the book for us. So according to them, the Quran.
I heard that he will give it to Jesus, because Jesus in Shia Islam he will.
And why
also
he need to give it to Jesus? Jesus do not need the book. We need it.
But I'm not sure about that.
So
maybe
friend,
I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, the Shia.
I think
the Shia is a collection of fictions, you know, and tons of stories. Nobody knows where they are coming from. The same as Futros, the same as you know, fantasy miracle. You know, if you go on YouTube, I wish I can play for you some videos of the Shia. You will not believe it. The word football is coming from Al-Hussein. The
Give
word
me the titles.
The word Ali, the word
no
the airplanes is coming from Al-Hassan. The word etc. The cell phone is made by Ali. I mean, it's beyond stupidity. It's crazy. Just go search on YouTube and laugh. You, as long as you understand Arabic, I mean, you would die laughing at the fantasy they claim. So they created a new image of the family of Muhammad, and they made them like gods on the earth. And now you will see that Shia didn't cry for Allah, they cry for Al-Hassan, Al-Hussein, correct?
Yes.
Why? Who are they?
I don't know. They say, like, if you cry for them, your sins will be washed away, or
yeah. See, so look what happened. The Muslims, the Sunni, they have different worship. They worship the black stone. They claim that the black stone, if you touch it in the Yemeni corner, forgive your sin. Muhammad, he told them, if you say the name of Allah 33 times, Alhamdulillah 33 times, etc., Allah will forgive your sin. I mean, each one of them, he have his own stories for forgiving sin, but both of them the stories doesn't make sense, and it's silly.
But the thing is, Sunnis say about us that we that Shia commit shirk, but they themselves commit shirk too, like kissing the black stone.
And Muhammad,
like you showed.
You see the Shahada itself.
So they are actually
hypocrites. Both of you commit shirk, because both of you say Shahada. Shahada, the Shahada itself is shirk. You associate the name of a man with the name of a God, correct? I mean, why in order to say Shahada, I have to say the name of Muhammad? Now, in the case of the Shahada of the Shia, they added the name of Ali.
Yes.
Correct? So now the Sunni, they added the name of Muhammad. The Shia, they added the name of Ali, and etc. Blah 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 blah. I mean, the Shahada of the Shia is long, and even at the point became now you have to curse Abu Bakr.
Yeah, okay, that's true.
It's a cursing party.
Actually, you have like a shortened version. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله علي ولي الله. Like that's
yeah, but then you have
simplest form.
and then you have to
But
start
then,
cursing.
No, also أشهد أن عليا وأولاده المعصومين حجج الله. Like you have that too, and cursing. Oh yeah, that's true.
I mean, what kind of what this religion? I mean, you have to curse. It's a madness. And if you like, you see, I wish all people they understand Arabic. If you understand Arabic, you will die laughing from the comedy between the Shia and the Sunni. If you watch, there's a guy. His name is Yasser Al Habib. You know him?
Yeah, sure.
This guy is so good.
But he's crazy. I don't know. I don't know.
No, he's not crazy. No, he's not crazy. He's not. The crazy is Islam. It's not him. It's not him, my friend. let me tell you. You see, if you go to Yasser Al Habib, he says that in the video that Hafsa and Aisha they killed the Prophet, correct?
Aisha, right? Not Hafsa.
Aisha and Hafsa, yes, both of them. They are in they are even the Quran. You know, because the Shia, what the Shia they say? They say the Shia, the Quran says that sagat aymanahum. Do you know what does that mean?
Aymanahum is like the right side, but the
yeah,
first
aymanahum is their heart. So their heart decline Allah. They become kuffar. All right. So the Quran confirm that Hafsa and Aisha both they became kuffar in the sight of Allah, to the point he made a threat that he will wage war in them, and he will send Allah and Jibreel and the believers and every angel in this earth to fight against two women. I mean, here this verse alone, Hassan, should be enough for you to leave Islam. A guy
that's in the Quran, okay, but what does the Shia tafsir say?
It's a saying, but it's more aggressive against Aisha. It's all about Aisha. She is ugly, she is evil, she is blah blah blah. You know the story. But here, the story here, regardless of Shia or Sunni, if two women they have a problem with their husband, what kind of a man he need the following support against those two women? I don't know if you can see the screen.
Wait a minute.
If ye two turn in repentance to him, your heart are indeed inclined. But if you back up each other against him, which means Muhammad, truly Allah is his protector, and Jibreel, and every righteous among those who believe, and furthermore the angels will back him up. I mean, if you hear this, you will think that this is a war will happen between the Soviet Union and the Muslims, between America and all the Muslims. Like somebody have nukes, you know what I mean? I mean, you need Allah and Jibreel and every righteous and all the angels to support you against two women. They are 5 foot tall, and they are your wives. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's for me it's confusing. Like why are they his wives? Like Aisha and Hafsa, and both are like so much hated in Shia Islam. Like sometimes I think like why did God choose that? Like,
and not only that, actually, you know, I don't know how much you know about the Quran, but the Quran based on this. You know, if Aisha and Hafsa they are bad, isn't it the Quran says wal khabithatu lil khabithin? You know what does that mean? You know what al khabithat means?
I know what that means, yes.
Okay,
like
can you translate?
Evil or
okay,
the evil
so
for the evil.
If both are evil, and the Quran says that Allah make the evil women marry evil men, so how Muhammad marry them? Unless he is evil too.
I guess Shia say this is an exception, like for
what exception?
Muhammad
That's
and
it.
Ahlul Bayt.
No. It says, you know, like the translation of the Muslims is very funny. The al-khabithat, the filthy bad ones for the bad ones, which means there's no exception. Doesn't say. Do you see in the verse any exception? Doesn't say any exception. That's it. The bad ones will marry the bad ones. So Allah will make it. It's like a destiny. So Allah will make the bad women marry a bad man because this is what they deserve. Then we find that Aisha and Hafsa, both of them, they are khabithat. So how this is work? This is why we say the Quran is a joke. You know, bad women, they marry bad men. It's a destiny. So if Muhammad was a good man and his wives are bad women, and the Quran says Allah will make always bad men marry bad women, and bad women marry only bad men, and vice versa, and the good men, they will marry good women. So was Aisha and Hafsa bad or good? When their heart inclined and they have a strike against the Prophet, and the Prophet, he made verses claiming that Allah, he sent it to him.
Oh yeah, and Shia Islam, it's like blindingly obvious.
Yeah. And you know, both of them here, they are in trouble because the Quran, for the both, for the Shia and for the Sunni. I know that the Shia didn't agree with the whole Quran. They say there's corruption in the Quran, but it's still, you know, it doesn't matter really. It's as you see. There's a
The Shias, I can remember, like there was Quran Ali,
Quran Ali, Quran Fatima. There's
it,
many Quran.
like beside Hafs and Qasim, but somehow it got lost. But
No, they burn it supposedly.
Quran
It was
Ali
burned.
was chronological, as I can remember. It had a different.
Obviously, all the Qurans are
Yeah, it was
different.
different.
All of them, every book was different because Muhammad, he did not give one Quran. You see, Muhammad, because he's a fake prophet, false prophet, he cannot recite the same verse twice correctly. This is why in the Quran it says in chapter 2 that any verses we abrogate or cause to be forgotten. Why he abrogate or cause to be forgotten? Because Muhammad, he cannot remember a verse you know, twice. So one he say it this way, the other time he say a different way. So the Muslim didn't notice, and the people didn't notice that. And in order to cover himself from the lies he keep giving, he said, well, Allah, he caused me to forget Quran, but he will give me something better and similar. Something better or similar. So what the point of forgetting? Yeah, the Quran says that chapter 2 verse 106.
Okay, but in the Shia, we believe they are. I mean, the Shia believe that they have all knowledge. Like, yeah.
No, it's the same.
Actually,
look.
Same knowledge
Okay,
as Allah.
the Quran is clear. Any verses we cause to be we abrogate or cause to be forgotten. All right. And the reason for that, even the Sunni, they agree that the reason for this, because Muhammad, he used to say something in the morning and then he changed his mind afternoon. Let us go show the English translation for people so they can see with us. And I will use the Sunni because this is the only one in English in this website. So you will see that the kuffar, supposedly the Arab, who they are not believing Muhammad, they do not believe in him because Muhammad, he is obviously, it's obvious that he is lying. He says something in the morning, second day he changed it. You know, and why Muhammad will change that fast? I mean, if you are a prophet of God, I mean, I don't know what's wrong with this website, it's not working.
Which tafsir is that?
You can go to Ibn Abbas. Ibn Abbas shared by both.
You will see. I don't know. Shia say that he's yeah.
Ibn Abbas, they cannot say he was Shia, he was Sunni. I mean, actually, they claim that Ibn Abbas was a Shia because he's from the family of the Prophet too.
I heard a scholar say like he's a Hashimi, so you may not curse him, but he still did like wrong things. I don't know. So yeah, he's not from
all
the
Shia act and believe is based in political movement. It has nothing to do with religion, but they made the political agenda a religion. All of this because, you know, Ali, he wanted to be the caliphate, and Aisha, she opposed him, and Abu Sufyan and his children, they oppose, etc. So, you know, it became a war between two sects, but it was not really in the beginning. It was not a sect. It was just fighting over power. This website have a problem. It's not opening. Yeah, but anyway, you can open it later. Chapter 2, verse number 106. You will see that you will see in the interpretation that the reason because Muhammad he say something in the morning and then in the second day he changed it, and the Arab they will say, look at this man. He claimed to be a prophet. In the morning he enjoy his followers something, and afternoon or and the second day he changed his mind. Same as the muta, like you Shia, you practice muta until now, correct?
It is allowed, but I haven't seen any Shia that actually
Oh, come on. The Shia, they practice
likes
it
it.
widely. They practice it widely in
I
Lebanon.
mean, if you like ask someone like, can I? Yeah, I mean, there are stories about sheikhs that they say like, yeah, you can do mut'a, and then someone asks him, so can I do with your daughter mut'a? And then he becomes angry. So
Because he is a hypocrite.
that's I know many of those
Yeah,
stories.
you can do mut'a, but not with
So
my
I mean,
daughter. But
so I
isn't
mean,
isn't it the same? Isn't it the same with the Muhammad? Muhammad he allow everybody to marry more than one, right? When Ali
yes.
he wanted to marry additional women over Fatima, Muhammad was very upset. Remember?
Really?
Oh yeah,
I don't know.
because he's a hypocrite. So
Where's that?
every man, you can search it. Maybe like because we will go soon. Maybe you can call me tomorrow. Uh,
Okay.
Muhammad, he have no problem. He himself, he have 13 wives. Ali, he wanted to marry additional women beside Fatima. Muhammad, he got so upset. Not for my daughter. That's what he said to me. Not for my daughter. And here you notice the hypocrisy. Suddenly, all the teaching he taught, it's gone. You know, he taught them, the Muslim men, it is your right to have an additional wife. But when Ali he want to marry additional wife, suddenly Muhammad he don't agree, and that because he's a hypocrite man. Maybe tomorrow, if we go on live on air, you can call me, and we can talk about this topic. Anyway,
All right,
Hassan,
that's good.
it's time for me to go. I can stay longer. Thank you for calling. It was nice talking to you. Feel free to call us
Thank you.
always. But let me ask you finally, after
All
the
right.
end of this conversation, you still want to be Shia? You still want to be a Muslim? Be honest with me. I mean, you are laughing.
You know,
I can tell you are laughing. You are not a believer,
like
really. I mean, what is
like
left?
there are some ahadith. I find it strange. For example, like Muhammad says that whoever doesn't eat meat or doesn't like meat and perfume, he is not from me or such.
Yeah, and nukah,
I don't know.
and sex too.
So I think like why? For example, meat. Okay, you can like it. You can't like it. Like,
what does have to
it's
do
a
with
choice.
God anyway? What does have to do with
Perfume.
God? No, what does have to do with God? What does have to do with being bad and good? It's silly, right?
But I don't know, man. It's so like it's scary. The picture about hell and everything.
You
The
see,
punishment, like they say, if
trust
you
me,
leave Islam, then you will.
trust me. I'm a believer too, and I believe in hell and heaven too. But it is the hell I see is being a Muslim. I mean, the heaven Muhammad he promised you is nothing but a satanic heaven. What kind of God? What is religion? You know, I will go to heaven and right away I'm holding my penis, and women they are taking off their clothes and their legs is up. I mean, isn't it obvious this is satanic? What's Satan? If you believe in Satan, if you believe in evil, then you should know that it is Satan who tried to seduce us and tempt us by having many partners and sex with everybody and party. So it's obvious. I mean, this is not heaven. Even God, when he created Adam, he created one Eve, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so if God can make Adam happy with one Eve, why he need to make hundreds of Eves for me in the heaven when I come back, and tens of
But is
thousands of
that
little children?
Shia too, or only
Oh, both.
Sunni,
No,
like
no,
in
Shia and
heaven?
Sunni. No, both Shia and Sunni they believe in the
Yeah,
virgins. Oh
both.
yeah, oh yeah, both of them they believe, and but their numbers is different, but it's still the same. and the Shia heaven is more fantasy, more crazy actually from the Sunni. So I mean, this is obvious. This is satanic. This is not from God. I mean, it's against the nature of God, the promises. You see, if I come to your house and let's say you have a birthday, okay, and people come in to give you gifts. Everyone he give you a gifts of his choice, correct? But the gift is giving you idea about the person who gave the gift. Do you agree?
Yes, sure.
So if I give you a book which is the Bible, that's mean I'm a Christian, I'm religious, correct? But if I give you a DVD of porn, what is that will give you an idea about me? You know what I mean? That's mean the gift is telling you what is the interest of the one who gave you the gift. Correct?
I remember something about huriyat, like they say, like, oh, wait, let me recall. They say, like, in Jannah, like, there, you have music in Jannah, but it is like much better than the music here.
They will sing for you. They have one songs they repeat. They have one name. They have one height. They have one face. They have one look. All of them they dress the same. You know, etc. So all of them is the same. But what I'm trying to say to you, when somebody his gift is about sex, isn't it? This is telling you who is he?
Yes.
The holy God, his gift to you is sex. Why? He think you're a dog? He think you are what? I mean, what is that? So sex is exist, and it is God gift to us for the reasons of to reproduce. God, he made Adam and Eve so they can be a couple, they can have a family, and the joy of sex was as a let us say as an attraction for the men and the women to live together and to reproduce. But in the heaven there's no reproduction according to Islam. So what the purpose of this?
Where can I find this about the Shia, like the heaven and how it looks like, and these details that you mentioned? Like, I want to know in Shia Islam, like Al Kafi or
well,
Bahar Anwar, what
there is actually there is many source for the Hurriyat, but both the Shia and the Sunni they believe in that. And maybe tomorrow, if you call me tomorrow, we can go and we can discuss more, because I'm really interested to see you leaving this cult, because I can tell now you are not making decision. But and I don't know really why you are not making decision yet.
because I don't have, like, it's about the Shia Islam, and there isn't like much information about it. If you look, like, for example, David's videos, David Wood, it's about Sunni Islam. Yours are mostly about Sunni.
Because they are the majority, they are the biggest number of Muslims, you know.
So for me, like you asked me, yeah, it's the difficulty is, I don't know. I don't have much information, and people criticizing it and discussing it, and it's mostly in Arabic. So yeah, I think that, if I have like many narrations and stories from tafsir shown from Shia Islam, then okay, I can
but
have
if
the time and then think about it,
All right, but you yourself, you know that the Shia and the Sunni, maybe they are different in the branches, but at the end, all of them they have the same ending. As an example, like the most popular number for the Sunni for the versions is 72. For the Shia is 800. So it doesn't matter really if it's 72 or 800. It's the same. You know what I mean?
No, I've actually never heard about the numbers or anything in Shia Islam. I'm just being honest with you. I mean,
yeah, well,
in the
okay.
mosques they
Let me see
they
if I
don't
can find.
tell that.
Let me
I
see
don't
if I
know.
can find this hadith about about the 800 versions. The 800 versions are not the number of the versions. I mean, the number of the women you will get. This is the versions, and I think there's 1,000 other additional women. So 800 versions. Let me see if I can find the reference. Hold on.
But you said about the Shia, like they are the minority, but yeah, they are still 10% to 20%. Like you can't measure it exactly, but they are actually more than 100 million. So they are still many. You know,
Yeah. But the
more
reason
than 100
the most
million.
who come to debate
Iraq,
me,
Iran,
the
yeah.
most who I face to debate us is the Sunni, is not really Shia. I wouldn't see them. Okay,
Okay,
I found the reference. Hold on. This is a Shia website. I don't know if you can see my screen.
Wait, okay, hold on.
You see the screen?
1 second. Yes, I'm looking at the screen. Yes.
Nur al-Thaqalain. You see it?
Nice.
Nur al-Thaqalain. Let me highlight it for you.
المكتبة المقروءة
Tafsir Nur al-Thaqalain.
تفسير نور الثقلين.
All right. This is Shia. All right. Now we go down. Let us see what the Shia says about the versions. Here it says في تفسير علي بن إبراهيم حدثني أتدرى بلا 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 عن عبد الله عليه السلام أنه قال المؤمن يزوج 800 عذراء و1000 ثيب وزوجتين من الحور العين. قلت جعلت فداك 800 عذراء؟ قال نعم وما يفترش منهن شيء إلا وجدها كذلك. Okay, so how many versions you as a Shia? You get 800 versions, and 1,000 women they are not virgin. That's mean 1,800, and 2 women they are from the whore. So what the total? The total is 1,802 women total. Do you see it?
Yeah, I see it. Yes, I'm looking.
And then here, if you go down, it says the same as the Sunni, but the number is different. It says that each time those hawra, each time you have sex with her, she turn virgin again. Anyway, so and then she would wear 70 clothes, 70 like see-through clothing, and her husband he see the marrow of her bones. This is exactly what the Sunni says too. You see? Yeah. So you will see the marrow of the bones. This is exactly what the Sahih Bukhari says too. So Sunnah and Shia, they share many things. The differences between them is not about those things. The difference is about Ali and Fatima and who to follow who, you know, and what is the important, who is the family of the Prophet or the Prophet, or you know. So if you go in details, they are really very close in those things, which is crazy. So I'm happy for you. You will have 1,800 and 2 women in the heaven. I mean, what do you want more? Just remember us, like you know, maybe you can send me 5 or 10 when you go there.
I want just calmness, you know. I'm just so confused right now. So I don't know what to believe, and
yeah, but what I'm saying to you is there's no different reading. I mean, both of them. There is no way this can be true. I mean, you are smarter than this. Do you think really God will give you 1,800 women?
What was the name of the tafsir? I haven't
Nur
heard of it.
Nur al-Thaqalain.
Nur al-Thaqalain.
Yeah, there's many. Those are
Al-Qummi.
Yeah, those are hadith. Those you see, this is the hadith. The hadith can be found in many books, but the tafsir is a you know, is a book collect many hadith to explain something to you. You know what I mean? The tafsir is not the source. Always, the tafsir is not the source. Like, you know, you can find Rawdat al-Kafi, you can find in al-Kafi, في صحيفة الرضا, etc. You can find all those source. You know?
Okay.
Like in,
Okay,
in the book
yeah.
of Al-Kafi, it says the same too. I mean, all of them, they are the same. All is the same. So are you really convinced that in the heaven you will have this? Isn't it obvious that this is a lie?
What does Christianity then teach? Like, what
Well,
is
they asked Jesus.
Christianity?
They asked Jesus what the Jews, they always have they're thinking that when you go to heaven you will inherit whatever you have in earth because you're a good man. So Jesus said to them, he and she, they will not get married. They will not have marriage. They will be the same as angels. So لا يجوزون ولا يتزوجون. That's what the Bible says. They don't get married, and they will not get married. Why? Because simply they will be the same as angels. This is the house of God. This is the heaven. So the heaven of Christianity is totally different from the heaven of Islam. We cannot compare. And that makes sense because if God is holy, his house is holy. So how we will be in the presence of God, in the house of God, and then we find ourselves doing nothing but it's like sex party. It's not even sex. It's not a sex with wife. It's sex with women who you don't even know. You never met. You know. And why is that? I mean, why in the world does God will create for me women I never met? Like now, when he says to you 1,800 virgins and 1,000 women plus 2 from the Hur. Okay, I never met any of them. So what is this for? And those people, those women did not choose me. They did not choose to have sex with me. I did not choose them too. So this is just you know, a pure sex. There's nothing there but sex. If you, I don't know if you have my book Sex and Allah, you will see there's tons of source about sexuality in Islam, Shia.
I'm afraid to buy it actually. If I buy it and then someone sees the title, like
you live in the Middle East. Do you live in the Middle East?
What do you say?
Do you live in the Middle East?
No.
Yeah, well, you know, you don't have to show it. You can rip off the cover.
Like, why did you choose that title? Like, couldn't you like make it more discreet? Like, yeah.
Because this is the topic. I like to name my books exactly straight. I don't like to be going in a circle. That's it. This is the book about sex and Allah. That's it.
By the way, about the fig, you said that Allah swears by the fig, right?
Yeah.
I heard you saying that sometimes. So I looked up in Shia tafsir. They say that التين means al-Hasan.
Yeah, I know.
And al-Zaytun means al-Hussein.
I mean, do you see how the Shia go crazy?
means Ali ibn Abi Talib. Like,
right, guys.
That was
just to tell you what Hassan is saying. The Shia, they explain this verse. This is chapter 95, verse number 1, 2, 3, etc. It says, Allah swear by the fig and the olive. So they say that the fig is Al-Hasan and the olive is Al-Hussein and the Mount of Sinai is Ali. And the city of security isn't Muhammad, isn't it?
They say like اهدنا الصراط المستقيم. Like الصراط المستقيم is Ali also. That's what they say in Shia.
The same. They have. I mean the Shia, they have a very crazy interpretation for anything. I mean,
you know this?
How in the world? Sure, yeah. Huh? How in the world, you know, they come with this fig is a is a human being. I mean, it says fig.
Maybe it's just yeah, you know, how do you call it in the poetry, like
Majaz?
I don't know, like when
تشبيه
you,
تشبيه.
yeah, you say
Yeah, but you see, okay, but fig,
honey, for example, you
fig
call
is
someone honey, or
fig, my friend. Fig is a symbolic of sin, never for something good. Even in the Bible, Jesus he cursed the fig tree. Even in the Old Testament, the Adam when he commits sin, he covered himself I mean, fig always come with sin. So in the Quran, suddenly the Muslim they made the fig Allah swear by the fig, which is very weird. And then the Shia they come
Hassan.
furthermore they say that a fig is al Hassan, and then the olive is al Hussein, and the Mount of Sinai suddenly it became. And by the way, the name of in Arabic is really funny. I mean, what Sinin, what we do not know what Sinin is. What is Sinin? So they are guessing, saying this is the Mount of Sinai, you know, but not necessarily. We do not know what is this Sinai. We do not know.
And about وإذا الموءودة سئلت, like
Yeah,
you said, that was about النفس المعذبة, right?
yeah. This is not about.
But
They
in
claim.
Shia, they say that is Al Hassan. Oh no, Al Hussein. Like they say, actually, correct reading is وإذا المودة سئلت, as I can remember, something like that. Like that was the original reading. Like, yeah,
Well,
like Al Mawadda. Then
you know,
they say that is Al Hussein.
I agree that in the Quran there's many. The Muslims are confused about the words, and sometimes there's a dot is appearing somewhere, changing the whole meaning. Like hawar or hur, it's the same word. Hawar is the same as hur. Hamal or jamal.
Yes.
Remember the Quran was without dots, right? So how
Yes.
we can know, even if you read it in the inside, you can replace the jamal with hamal. It's very easy, you know. You can replace the word qala with mala.
There are qira'at, there are they say
Yeah,
seven,
but
but
I
there
mean,
are many more actually.
you remember the story about the seven sleepers, and it says wa kalbahum.
Kaliyahum, right? Some say
It is
it could
kali'ahum, not
mean Kaliyahum.
kalbahum. It is even in the Islamic tafsir, by the way. Some tafsir they say it was kali'ahum. Some even the Muslim tafsir they say it's kali'ahum. But by mistake it appear as kalbahum, and now they say kalbahum, which means their dog. So there's tons of things in the Quran are messed up, and the Shia agree with that. The Shia are more honest when they speak about the Quran corruption and how the Quran changed. But the Shia, they are not honest in the purpose of being honest. They are not. They are being honest to support their agenda regarding Ali and his family. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not because they are being honest in what happened. No, it's because how they can sponsor their agenda about Ali and his family. So they refuse what is written in the Quran today, because the same reason Muhammad he refused the Bible which we have today, because his name is not there.
Yeah, they say, um, um, uh, there's a Shia sheikh. He said that Hussein is mentioned in the New Testament, like
Oh yeah, sure.
Hosanna. They really
I know.
someone
There's many videos.
I heard them
I saw
saying,
it. Trust me.
like
Let me,
Hosanna means
Hassan. Let me tell
Husseina,
you.
actually, and they corrupted it, like tahrif,
Let
they
me tell you
changed
what I
it.
do for fun. For fun, when I laugh, honestly, I don't watch Muslim Sunni. I watch Muslim Shia Sheikh talking about anything. Just put it for Shia with videos, and you will go crazy. Football. The football is about Al Hassan. The ball is about Al Hussein. The airplanes is about Al Hassan. I mean, everything is about Al Hassan. Satellite is made for the sake of Al Hassan. The satellite. The whole world is made for the sake. I mean, Shia is the best comedy ever. Like they beat the Sunni far. I mean, the Sunni is nothing when it's come to the Shia. I know you are a Shia. I don't want to insult you. I'm just being honest with you, but it's really crazy.
I know. I don't I don't know you and you don't know me, so yeah, I don't care, you know. Like
Yeah, nothing personal here. You know, we are just sharing what we believe.
yeah, that's true. But yeah,
What you
we go
can
there.
do. All right, Hassan. Thank you for calling, my friend, and feel free to call tomorrow if you want, or any day you wish. All right.
Yeah, thank you very much. But can we then go more in detail, especially on the Shia sources then
Sure,
next
sure,
time, like
sure. No problem. Just
Al-Kafi? You know, because I want to know more about it, because there is no one that deals with them, right? I'm
all
not
right. Well,
lying. I mean, in English.
if you promise me tomorrow you will come, I will change the topic just to make it about Shia.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, I don't know if you can tell. Anyway, don't worry about it. Don't promise. Just call me,
All
and
right.
then we will change the topic to make it about Shia. No problem.
All right.
All
Just
right.
once, huh? Okay.
Yeah, anytime
All
you
right.
wish. That doesn't
Thank
matter. Not once, twice. We can do it as many as you wish. Who cares?
Okay. Okay.
No problem, my
That's
friend.
good.
Thank you very much for calling. Take care.
Okay. God bless.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. Well, I'm glad that Mr. Hassan, he called us. He's a nice gentleman. You can tell. You know, by the way, right away you can tell if a person is coming from a good family, and if somebody is coming from a trashy, you know, like you know, they say you are what you eat, and here what you eat is what your family around you, what they feed you. So you can tell that this gentleman is not a bad person. He's a kind man.